Welcome to Stony Finance Lab channel.
Hello everyone, I'm Yuki, Wada, and our members include Jingyuan and Cooper. Today we will introduce the power of investing young to newly graduates and how you can use compound interest to your advantage. We will explain how you can effectively use a Roth IRA, which is a tax-advantaged account and a low-cost ETF. First, we will introduce our target, goal, and investment vehicle to be used in our investment strategy. Newly graduates who are between the ages of 22 and 24, the time to act is now. 1.4 million newly graduate workers are contributing to retirement accounts, and up to 95% of IRA contributions in Q3 of 2021 went to Roth IRAs. Our investment goal is to build a retirement portfolio that is 25 folds of the investor's annual income of $55,260, which is the average college graduate salary in 2022. The asset class we are going to invest in our strategy is international global stocks. We will use low-cost ETFs such as the Vanguard Total World Stock ETF, which allows investors to diversify their portfolio easily by exposing them to stock markets around the globe. We recommend to use a Roth IRA instead of a traditional IRA. Although young adults do not get a tax benefit from their contributions, Roth IRA earnings will grow tax-free until retirement, and they will not have to pay any tax on withdrawals. Unlike the money in traditional IRAs, the Roth combination of tax-free growth and no required withdrawals, coupled with the returns posted by equities, will increase the purchasing power of young adults' retirement savings. For newly graduates entering the job market for the first time, retirement may feel more like a pipe dream than realistic goal. However, for young adults who believe they are in a lower tax bracket now than they will be when they retire, Roth IRA can be a huge advantage. Roth IRA is only available for the modified adjusted gross income below $129,000. Our retirement saving and investment strategy is to invest a month's worth of annual income, which is $4,605 every year, through one's Roth IRA into a low-cost ETF, such as the Vanguard Total World Stock ETF, buy and hold all shares until the retirement age of 65. Here we are using a passive investment strategy. Why are we using Roth IRA and low-cost ETF? Most importantly, the power of compounding. First, Roth IRA offers the opportunity to pay taxes upfront, eliminating taxes on withdrawals when one retires. Second, the ability to withdraw the contributions at any time is also a huge asset. Since young adults have already paid taxes on their contributions, there will be no penalties or taxes upon withdrawal. Third, there is no mandatory disbursement age for funds. Unlike traditional IRAs that require one to take minimum distributions at 72, Roth IRA allows one to keep the money indefinitely. One can even pass on the account to the heirs untouched, and the recipients can inherit the money tax-free as well. Fourth, investment in diversified funds. The money saved in a Roth IRA can be invested in financial instruments such as equities. As you can see from the simulation results for investing $4,605 every year from 22 to 65 years old at the compound interest rate of 8%, we will have $1.6 million when we retire, which is higher than our set goal of $1.4 million. In the past 10 years, alpha of Vanguard Total World Stock ETF was higher than that of the index, meaning that it has outperformed the index. It had relatively low level of short-term risks since its beta was similar to the index and its standard deviation was slightly larger than that of the index. Let's look at some features of Roth IRA to keep in mind. Young adults can have a Roth IRA as long as they have earned income and their employers offer Roth IRAs. The modified adjusted gross income cannot exceed the amount set by the IRS for that year. For 2022, it is $129,000 and the contribution limit is $6,000. Therefore, as income goes beyond the limit, one has to re-evaluate and find an investment strategy that fits her. Due to the negative market fluctuations, young workers might lose money in a Roth IRA if they withdraw money when the stock market is down. Earnings that are withdrawn before the age of 59.5 will be taxed at one's current income rate, as well as incurring a 10% penalty. To withdraw the earnings without penalty before the age of 59.5, one must meet certain conditions, such as using the funds to buy or build the first home, has a permanent disability. One is the recipient of a Roth IRA account from the original owner's death. According to a survey from Wells Fargo, 2/3 of workers with student loans say student debt is preventing them from saving for retirement. Roth IRA has the 5-year rule, which says withdrawals of account earnings must not be made until at least 5 years have passed since the first contribution. If newly graduates are going to need the money before reaching the required age of 59.5, a Roth IRA might not be a probable strategy. A hardship withdrawal cannot be used for credit card debt. Taking an early withdrawal may incur taxes and additional penalties that might end up costing more than the interest paying toward debt. When investing in a Roth IRA instead of a non-Roth retirement account, young workers are betting on taxes increasing over time. If investing in a Roth IRA year after year, there will be years with higher taxes and years with lower taxes. In summary, young adults who are 22 to 24 years old can make over 25-folds of their annual income by using the power of compounding through Roth IRA, investing a month's worth of their annual income every year into a low-cost ETF, and hold all shares until the retirement age of 65. It is recommended to diversify Roth IRA as much as possible by picking investments like mutual funds or low-cost index funds and ETFs, which diversify investments and to help lower risk. The more time to allow a Roth IRA to grow, the less likely younger workers will lose on hard-earned money. Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching this video. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel.